our congratulations for Ghost in the Shell.
Thank you.
I saw this film the other day, and I thought it was so
Right.
exciting, and I'm sure it's going to do well at the box office this weekend.
Did you see it in the IMAX 3D?
I did. It was amazing.
Wow.
Were you there the other day?
I was in. I think we were traveling. I think we were in New York at that time, but we saw it in the IMAX 3D in New York as well, and it was such an immersive experience, you know. And normally, sometimes when you shoot a movie like this, you're like in the Wizard of Oz, right? You can peek behind the curtain. You know what the magic is all about. You know how it is done. But even then, when I saw this movie, it blew me away. You know, I mean, I think that
Real.
Rupert Sanders. It's just and the cinematographer Jess Hall. They just did such an amazing job.
Well, speaking of the director Rupert Sanders, I understand that he was very easy to work with because he created like an atmosphere called you use the term as versus the special effect. What's the other one?
Oh, practical effects.
Practical
yes.
effect versus the special effect.
Yeah.
Can you explain what you meant by that?
So practical effects is when, as far as possible, they will build the things that you need to be shooting with. Whereas like visual effects is a lot of blue screen and green screen work, right? So you're standing in front of a screen, and then everything is put in. Yeah, but this movie, Rupert, wherever we could, I mean, the things were built. So Weta Workshops also did an amazing job because they built the geisha bots. You know, they built the whole shell of the Major in the beginning of the movie when she's being put together, right? When her brain is being put into the cyborg machine. So that stuff is all real, you know. I mean, you can go on set and you can see them, you can touch them, you can move them around. And so when you're shooting like that on a set, it's so much easier because you are reacting to real things, you know. You're not reacting to imaginary things, a silver ball or something, you know. You're reacting to an actual people and objects.
So now I'm curious, what was your first initial reaction after you read the script and, you know, your character working in the Section 9 managed by the legendary actor Beat Takashi. He's the chief. I mean, I thought this special force, this team, they're like all badass people from all over the world.
Yeah. No, it was like an Olympic village, you know, of actors.
That's a good way to describe
I
it.
know, it felt like that
Right.
because they brought us in, you know, the producers and Rupert. I mean, they brought us in like months before we shot a reel of footage to train because they wanted us to move like a unit and train like a unit. So we did a lot of that. We did like months of physical conditioning and military training and weapons training and tactical training. And so it was fun. It was fun to see everybody, you know, come with different backgrounds, you know, in acting or in their personal lives. You know, the guy who plays Ishikawa used to play rugby for Australia, you know, and so he's incredibly fit. You know, you have, you know, a Zimbabwean actor, you have a Japanese actor who has done a lot of stunt work in big movies, and then you have Beat Takeshi who comes with, you know, all that the legend that he is. He comes with all that background, you know.
Samurai.
Yeah, you know, Hanabi, Battle Royale, and so it was very creative. You know, you felt like you were in a very creative environment when we were doing that.
So when you mentioned that you guys spent months of physical training, for you, which part of physical training considered the most challenging for you?
All of it.
Don't you know, like, aren't you like a black belt guy? You're from Singapore.
Yeah, well,
You know, tons of films.
and I've done martial arts, right? I mean, I've done martial arts in Marco Polo, but short of Marco Polo, which was, I would say, to date, one of also the most grueling and challenging. This one was as well, because it's not so much what we were doing, but it's because of how competitive everybody is. You know, they were just. I wish they were less competitive, but they're so competitive. You know, if somebody was bench pressing a certain amount, then all of us have to bench press that amount. If we did, you know, those kinds,
200?
those squats, then everyone has to do those squats. And Scarlett was the same. You know, she was no slouch in that department. You know, she did as much as any of us did, if not more. And so when you're in a team like that. wow, you know,
You
no,
can't you can't fall behind.
you can't
your
slack
team. Yeah.
in any kind of way, you know.
So now I just found out that you're a Singaporean actor.
Hmm.
I mean, for years I kept thinking about that. You're from here. You're from the
Oh,
States.
right.
But so you got voted as one of the top 20 best actors in Asia. Were you pleased when you heard that announcement?
You know, I mean, I'm flattered that someone thinks that, but I feel there's so many amazing actors, in Asia. People that Beat Takeshi is one of them, and that I really, I'm just happy to be spoken of in the same breath as any of them. I stand on the shoulders of these guys, especially the older ones. Even the people like Tony Leung Chiu Wai or Chow Yun Fat, Jackie Chan. Of course, I mean.
Would Long Kar be in that category?
Oh yes, Andy Lau too.
Yeah.
That whole
Yes,
that
the
whole
80s.
yeah, that whole generation of actors. I think they were the people who inspired me, and to think that it is possible. It is possible to represent on a global stage as an Asian performer.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job, and hope to talk to you in the next
Yeah,
project.
thank you
Is
so
that
much.